Shaking my dad's hand, she stared at the ceiling in fear and blood-stained tears. Never thought that her husband was serious when he said, "I love you to death. It's the only thing that can take you away from me." But here it was, 10 years later, and she was lying in the hospital bed on life support. What about my kids? The seeds that I bore with my bare hands, blood, sweat, and tears to care for them when he was out planting seeds in other gardens, never thinking of us. And I held my breath, turned blue in the face, carried burdens and secrets in my heart that only God knows. Deflected by your lies and infidelities, now I'm laying in this bed and nobody can hear me. I'm trying to move my hands and feet, but they are cement, and my head is an expedition. I guess all those years of burdens have finally gotten their way. My children came to visit me today, and their cries were heartbreaking. Their pleas for me to wake up like unanswered prayers that never quite reached God's ear. I try to move. Nothing. God, I don't understand your reasoning for doing this. I was taught never to question your will, so I won't. I know that in time, your purpose will reveal itself. Just protect my children from that bastard, their father. Oh no, he's here. You thought that I was playing, didn't you, Sara? Thought that I would allow you to leave me? I said that death was the only thing that could keep you from me. Goodbye, Sara, baby. I will always love you. I'm pulling the plug tomorrow, and my family will be complete. The door closes, and I can hear hyenas laughing outside my door. Oh, Lord, I need your help. Do you hear me? God, I know you haven't forsaken me. I need to wake up. My father. Oh, I long to hear my father's voice. The clock is ticking slowly. I heard the doctor say that there's activity in my brain, and another man, who I assume to be a police officer, say, either way, he's going to jail. Does he know what has happened to me? Lord, I have to tell him what happened. Quiet again in this nightfall, yes. Laying stationary with nothing to do but think about my husband. I still love him despite this. Why do I still love him? Time passes. I hear my mother. She's begging for more time. I also hear my father. He's telling them that my husband just wants me dead so that I can't testify. I hope they listen to him. They don't. I hear Daryl saying, "Goodbye, Sara. I will always love you, baby." Dr. Harris says it's time. They pull the plug. Flat line. White clouds are above me. A gate made of gold before me, and a voice, a familiar voice. "Sara? God, is that you? Why am I here? Death has not come before you, but I need to tell you that all your days of faithfully praying and waiting has come to an end. I made you for a purpose, and in order to get to it, you had to go through this. In due time, you will understand my reasoning for all the pain and heartbreak. Trust me, I can rebuild. Go on, and never forget where I brought you from." The clouds disappear. I hear my dad's voice. Eyes open, vision blurry from tears of joy. I open my mouth. "Dad?" He cries out, "Hallelujah, Jesus." My mother begins to pray. "Daryl?" I say. He turns around, mouth wide open, sweat purring. "Yes, baby? I think that there's a man outside waiting to see you." "But Sara, I'm so happy you're awake." "Don't lie to me, Daryl. It's too late." And all of a sudden, every ounce of strength that I thought was gone came rushing back, and I sat up like Rosa Parks on that bus. "Daryl, you've taken every ounce of love that I gave to you, and you threw it away like garbage. Abused my heart, and mocked my faith and then tried to take my life while pretending it was okay? I forgive you for every lie you let squeeze out of your lips, for every seed that you planted in someone else, for every night I cried myself to sleep, and every night I didn't have the strength to fight you off of me, even for trying to take my life. But devil, you won't win this time. The police walked in, and I turned to him. Officer, you can take him now. I'm ready to tell you everything. He handcuffed the love of my life and handed him to another officer, while he took out his recorder and I began to say all of the words I thought I would never have to say. First off, let me tell you that I never thought I would see the day when I would stand before a congregation of women in the same situation I faced only a year ago. But to God be praised for his will. As many of you know, I was in a coma at the hand of my husband, the man whom I loved. He came home from one of his weekend rendezvous to an empty house. I had taken the kids out to my parents' house because I knew that they wouldn't understand. Called and yelled out my name. Looked in the kitchen, but I wasn't there. He walked to the stairs to find suitcases. Out of fear, anger, and being a coward, he ran up the stairs to find me in our bedroom, still packing. Still packing up the monetary things that he believed would silence the questions of his double life. He wanted to argue, but I remained quiet. I had a talk with God and was doing as I was told, quietly leaving the emotional pain. Well, after a few minutes of yelling, he found that ruffling my feathers he could not. Baby, I'm sorry for cheating, he said. I still packed. Baby, don't leave. I'll change, he said. I continued to stand. I promise you my all. Nothing. And as a final resort, he grabbed the gun from the nightstand drawer that was next to my sword, God's holy word. And he did something that I never thought he would do. Pointed it in my back and said these words. I told you that the only way that you can leave me is through death. Are you ready? I said nothing. No fear, no tears. I stood my ground. Do what you must, I said. It clicked, popped, and I fell. Lay coma written for months. Police couldn't prove he did it, but little did he know God had other plans. A recorder placed behind the headboard, and despite his attempts to pull the plug, God spared me so that I could share with you how he saved me, and he can save you too. And he did. He saved 30 women that day. I'm only the vessel. Jesus is the key.